Viewer discretion is advised.
What up, heel faction? Welcome back to Heel Shit. Why do we call it that? Because bad guys do heel shit. I'm Dark Chords, that's Draven Grimes, this is HSP. We got a big old rant we're about to get to. We got our thoughts on the Wyatt 6 thus far. And we probably got a couple more things. And don't forget the giveaway. We'll get to it right after this. How you doing, man?
If it was legal for me to beat a motherfucker with his own wheelchair, I'd be as happy as a pig in shit right now.
All right. So before we get into this, I'm going to do something you don't normally hear me do on this show. I'm just going to sit back and enjoy. So, Draven,
that's a goddamn lie.
The floor is yours.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, today, as I'm recording this, is July 2nd, 2024. That's a very important date, and I want that date posted on the podcast. So there's no confusion, no nothing like that. In this business, in the business of professional wrestling, your word is as good as fucking gold.
Well, you're supposed to be.
What happened to sitting back and enjoying this?
Sorry.
See, I was fucking right. I was right. In this business, respect is hard as fuck to gain, but it's very easily shitted away. Today is such a fucking day. Now, we've talked about this man before. How he's helped my career, and how he's guided me in the early days. But today, his true motivations came out. Today, not only was I stabbed in the back, my tag team partner, Rip Ruiz, was stabbed in the back. His wife, the famous Florida ring announcer, De La Rosa, was stabbed in the back. Excuse me. You see, let's rewind this clock a little bit, if we could. I'd say, and you can just nod your head yes or no, about early to mid-March, I was contacted about a show down in Stark, Florida. And the show was ran by a promotion that was up and coming called TCCW, Tri-County Championship Wrestling. And the first show they wanted to do was a reunion show based on the promotion that originally ran in Stark, Florida, with original alumni talent from that promotion, CWA, Coastal Wrestling Association. Of course, that's a dream come true. Going back under the old CWA banner, the banner that literally gave me my first shot in this business. And I also said, I have no problem working that, but if there's any way we can get my guys to work on the show as well, because, whenever I take a booking, the first thing I ask is if you have anything for all of us, right? Because I'm not here. Let me fix that. I'm not here to put myself over. I'm here to help everybody involved. If you're a part of TFK or the HSP family, I'm always out there trying to find bookings for you guys. No ifs, ands, or buts. Dark can attest to this. Rip can attest to this. Quill can attest to this. Hell, even back then, old little Wolfie could attest to this. And he fucking says otherwise, he can shut the fuck up because he's a lying little bastard. I love you, Wolfie. Anyway, Della was reached out by one Rick the Crusher Knopf. I'm going to say that one more time. Rick the Crusher Knopf. Excuse me. I ain't yelling yet. Give me 5 minutes. My kids can already feel the pressure. So Della got in touch with him, or should I say he got in touch with Della. They worked up a deal, got the booking officialized. Awesome. July 6th, 2024. Rip Ruiz, Della Rosa, and Draven Grimes on the same fucking show. Beautiful, right? And that's how it's been since late March. We go through April, we go through May, we go through June, and here it is, July. Found out that the booker of this particular show, not the company, but this particular reunion show, was the original booker for CWA way back in the day. Found that out, got his number, got in contact with him, kind of mending the bridges, if you will, because I was a young, arrogant fucking prick. And 98% of it was all me being a fucking asshole.
And now you're just old.
Fuck off. So I want to mend that bridge. I want to, go into this with no disagreements, clean slate. That way everybody's fucking good. No fights, anything like that. And everything was good. And we had a conversation. It was a good conversation, brief but good. We discussed what I'd be doing and pay for me and my boys. And that's how I put it. How's the pay going to go for me and my boys? And it was very simple. They're your boys. When you get here, I'm going to give you your cut and their cut, and you spread it amongst yourselves. Cool. Awesome. Whatever. Well, later on in the night, being July 1st, 2024, last night, as we're recording, you chuckle all you want, bitch. I'm fucking livid.
Oh, I know. I'm enjoying the show.
I decided, I don't know what Rip's doing. I know what I'm doing. It's changed a couple times, but I know what I'm doing. I don't know what he's doing. So let me message the booker real quick. And I message him, and it's like, hey, quick question for you. I know what I'm doing, but my tag team partner, Rip Ruiz, does not know what he's doing. Could you, fill me in, at least who he's working, so he can reach out and start getting stuff put together and shit like that. And he comes back with Rip's not on the books. What do you mean he's not on the fucking books? This was set up months ago. And he asked who got set it up. And I said, from what they told me, Rick the Crusher Knopf set it up and got everything approved. And he said, well, he's a fucking liar because he's not a booker. He is the person that handles the internet stuff. So, he's not on the books. And I said, okay, well, that sucks. But he'll probably still be there anyway, considering his wife's doing the ring announcing. And, if somebody calls out or no shows or some shit like that, we got a good, reliable hand to fill in, right? Oh, Della's not on the books either. We have our own ring announcer. The fuck do you mean you have your own ring announcer? This is the best ring announcer in the state of fucking Florida.
Jesus.
Who the fuck else is going to do it? I didn't say it like that. I was like, well, okay, so who you got? Well, the promoter, the money man, whatever he calls him, his daughter is going to do the ring announcing because, he wants her involved somehow. So I was like, not my monkey, not my circus. You're fucking this dog. I'm just holding its head, basically. Think of that when you go to sleep tonight.
I already do.
Shut the fuck up. So we get going back and forth, and I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of pushing to still get Rip on the show. You know what I mean? Because again, I'm not here for me. I'm here for both of us. I'm here for all of us. If it was a situation where you wanted to work and you told me, I've been doing the same shit. As of last night, That's just a no-go. Everything's set in place. Everything's already planned out. Completely understood. Now, I'm at a level 7 of 10 last night as I put my fucking phone down. But before I put my phone down and we got done with this conversation, I messaged Rick the Crusher Knopf. And I told him that was bullshit. Actually, you know what? I will read the message verbatim that I sent him. That way there is no confusion. Where the fuck is that fat bastard at? There we are. And I quote, "You've got till tomorrow to contact Della and Rip and let them know they're not being booked this weekend, or I will. Blank Booker told you he did not need them 4 months ago. This is not how we do business." Heard nothing. I gave it till 9 o'clock. And I called Rip first, and I explained to Rip what's going on. He's like, "So what you're saying is I could have a weekend off?" I'm like, "That's not exactly the reaction I was hoping for, but yeah, kind of." He's like, "Oh, well, I mean, that's all right. I mean, I can take a weekend off, but if something changes, let me know." I was like, "Of course, I'll let you know." And I was like, "You want me to tell Della?" Because we both know where the hot-headedness is in that relationship. But he took the brunt of it. He let Della know. And as I'm driving down the road, as I'm getting closer and closer to the side of town he lives on, I'm like steady. Just my blood pressure is rising. Like my head, I swear to God, I felt like I was Ghost Rider. My head was just fucking on fire. I looked in the mirror. My head was as red as a fucking fire truck. It was bad. So I'm about a 9 when I messaged you about this shit. And I've had vivid visions of what I want to do. But still me, trying to be professional and up front, I messaged the promoter, or not the promoter, the booker this morning. And I said this to Rick. Rick did not respond to me. He didn't bother fucking looking at it. I've told Rip what's up. I've told his wife what's up. She's fucking furious. And he's being all apologetic, which, let me be clear, I do not blame the booker for this show one fucking bit. He did not know about this situation prior to me saying something last night. He has gone on record to say that he would compensate them somehow, some way. How that's fucking figured in, I don't know. I told him, at this point, it's not about compensation. It's about the lack of respect this motherfucker, Rick the Crusher Knopf, has for you, for this show, and for this business. Because I will be honest with you, this is the first time in fucking 14 and a half years where he was not straight with me, where he lied to me, not about me, but my boys. But if you lie about my boys, you might as well be lying about me, because my bullshit is their bullshit, and their bullshit is my bullshit, and I stand with my boys regardless. And we had a conversation, and he asked for Rip's information. I gave Rip information. I'm not sure about that conversation, if it's taking place or not. Rip's made it very clear he's probably not going to work this weekend just to keep everything square. That way no plans are changed. Because, Rip's fucking professional like that. He has respect for this business. He don't want to throw a fucking monkey wrench into a goddamn show that he thought he was booked for fucking 4 months to fucking find out that it was all a load of fucking bullshit and lies. And let's not even get into the fucking fact that they also try to get fucking Billy Sharp, Rick the Crusher Knopf, try to get fucking Billy Sharp, the notorious KID, the new wave national heavyweight fucking champion. And this is not promoting. This is not a fucking work. This is me talking fucking facts. Tried to get Billy to come down here. What would have happened and this as I'm thinking about this is where I got to fucking 11 of 10. What the fuck would have happened if Rip, Della, Billy Sharp, and his brother showed up here Saturday? Now, it's one thing if I do it. I'm 30, 35 minutes down the fucking road. I can give a fuck less. I'm not booked. Awesome. Get in my fucking car and leave. No fucking skin off my back. But you got Rip and Della who travel 2 fucking hours from Orlando. Oh, sorry, Taco Bell. Fucking travel fucking 2 hours from fucking Orlando to Stark to find out they're not going to be fucking worked. Expecting compensation. You have Billy Sharp and his brother and Billy's fucking wife and kids who fucking would booked hotels, traveled 6.5 fucking hours to this show just to find out he was not going to be fucking working that show, just to find out his brother would not be working that fucking show. What the fuck do you think would have happened? There would not have been a fucking show. There'd have been a fucking 5-on-1 beat down of this motherfucker fucking sharing a goddamn wheelchair. And I'm sorry, Dylan Wheeler. We fucking love you. And we know we wanted to do the fucking spot with you where we fucking just rip off your fucking wheels and put it on cinder blocks. But I swear to God, we would have fucking done that to this motherfucker, beat him with the fucking wheels until he fell out the goddamn chair, and then beat his fucking ass with the goddamn wheelchair and cinder blocks. I despise. It's acid in my fucking veins for a motherfucker to lie to me or to lie to my fucking boys. It's one thing if you did it on a fucking whim. You've been fucking planning this shit for 4 goddamn months. What the fuck were you thinking was going to fucking happen when we found out you were fucking bullshitting us? Bullshitting Rip, bullshitting Billy, bullshitting Kyle, bullshitting Della. You think everything was going to be fucking fine? You thought I was going to keep my fucking mouth shut? Fuck no. This is just a small sample of what's going to fucking be said, if not fucking worse. If you fucking dare show your fucking fat Papa Smurf looking motherfucking ass up to fucking Stark this goddamn weekend, it will be on fucking sight. And I've done told the fucking booker, I've done told the fucking promoter, and I've told everybody I know in that fucking locker room, if I fucking lock eyes on that son of a bitch, have fucking bail money. Call my fucking attorney. And find a substitute to work that fucking triple threat match this fucking Saturday. So I'm going to make this very fucking clear, and you can clip this and fucking post this tomorrow on fucking Facebook for this fat piece of garbage. This piece of trailer park fucking trash. This motherfucker who lives in the fucking twilight years of his fucking what he calls a fucking career by lying and fucking undermining motherfuckers in this business who are fucking well respected and deserve a lot better than what you've fucking done to them. It is in your best goddamn interest to stay the fuck home. You have over half the locker room ready to rip rip Ruiz your fucking head off and beat you with your fucking spine. Stab the wheelchair through your black fucking heart. And it fucking kills me that you want to throw a fucking 14-year friendship down the fucking drain with your fucking bullshit manipulation and your goddamn lies to try to feel half-ass fucking relevant in a fucking business that no longer fucking wants you, and we fucking told you this for fucking years. You send me a fucking bullshit message that half of it looks like a fucking pre-K fucking student stuck a crayon in their ass and squatted over a piece of fucking paper and wrote this message out. I promise you, I could probably read that a lot better than the fucking grammar and lack of fucking shit in the fucking message that you fucking sent me. Rick Knopf. Consider this my fucking resignation to our fucking friendship. Do not fucking contact me. Do not fucking call me. Do not show up at my fucking house. And damn sure don't show up at any fucking promotion that I am now or forever will be fucking booked at. because I do not forgive and I do not fucking forget when motherfuckers stab me and my boys in the goddamn back. I do not forget and I do not forgive when motherfuckers go and run their fucking mouths about motherfuckers who have been on a fucking limb and fucking brought you in against their better fucking judgment. Stay the fuck home. Save us the aggravation of going to jail. Save your family the aggravation of dealing with you in a fucking hospital bed. Because this isn't the fucking 80s where you got brought up in. But we're going to treat you like it's the fucking 80s when a motherfucker disrespects a goddamn locker room, disrespects a booker, and disrespects a goddamn promoter. And that's all I'm going to fucking say about that shit.
Well, all right. Let's step away for some sponsors right about now. I want to give a big shout out to Amazon Music Unlimited. Just use the link in the description and you will get 5 months free if you're a Prime member. You get 3 months free if you're not a Prime member. Access to hundreds of millions of songs instantly and unlimited. It's $9.99 after that. Check the link in the description for your first 5 months free. Also, thank you, Havoc Energy Drink. Havoc Energy Drink is the energy drink for gamers and streamers by gamers and streamers. Not only does it have the B vitamins and caffeine you're used to in your energy drinks, but it has a healthy dose of creatine for mental acuity to help you win that next game or make it through that next stream. Go to tryhavocenergy.com. Use the code HSP10 for 10% off your order. Again, that's tryhavocenergy.com. HSP10 for your 10% off. Thank you. Thanks, guys. So
let me get one more fucking thing off my goddamn chest while I'm fucking at it. This is only gonna take 1 fucking minute. Rick, nobody gives a fuck and has not given a fuck about you working in the fucking WCW office in the fucking 80s when it was the lowest fucking point in WCW fucking history. You understand? Nobody gives a fuck that you are a second fucking replacement for a fucking Bash at the Beach or a fucking Starcade fucking match with fucking Scott Hall in which you fucking got fucking pinned in fucking 3 goddamn minutes. I went back and watched the fucking match. I fucking timed it. Nobody gives a fuck about what you've done because that's all you fucking stand on at this point. You fucking buried your fucking self. Please do what everybody else wants you to do and go eat corn the long way. You Papa Smurf looking motherfucker. Stay the fuck home and never fucking bother me. Dark Chords, Rip Ruiz, Della Rosa, Billy Sharp, or anybody else associated with me ever fucking again. Now I'm done.
you want to tell us like what his response was to your?
God damn it! You know what? I fucking will.
No, do not read it.
I fucking will.
Do not fucking read that. Don't read it.
Let me read the first 10 words.
Okay.
I misged Della Rosa, so there is no need to you to message them regardless of what you might believe or not. And mind you, there are no fucking periods or proper punctuations in this motherfucker. And I'm not going to keep going. But I'm telling you, there are more fucking typos in this than correct fucking grammar. If you want to see it, Dark Chords will post that motherfucker on fucking Twitter for everyone to fucking see.
Nah, I'm not going to do that.
I will post it on fucking Facebook for everyone to fucking see on the Hill Shit Podcast Facebook.
All right, fine. You can do that. But god damn it, man. That's
with purchase of a t-shirt.
Right. That's fucking unbelievable. Like, who the what?
Dude, legit, it's the most hypocritical thing ever because he's the one that fucking taught me, along with a couple others, that the only thing good in this business is your name and your word.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to be the biggest hypocrite of all time and It just fucking bullshit. And you know, I've heard the horror stories. Let's be real. I've heard all the horror stories about Rick Knopf, and you know me. As long as you've never personally fucked me or my boys, I will stand up for you. You know what I mean?
Seems reasonable to me.
But you fucked me. You fucked me by fucking my boys. Rip Ruiz and De La Rosa could have went and worked a different fucking promotion this weekend.
Yeah, without question.
Billy Sharp could have been fucking working New Wave this weekend. Which, obviously, it's only going to take a fucking phone call for him to fucking go work New Wave because he's the national heavyweight champion.
Right.
But you're fucking with people's money. You're fucking with their livelihoods. And you're causing a lot of mistrust in a business that's already got a fucking immense amount of fucking distrust. Especially in the state of Florida, the biggest political fucking wrestling state there fucking is. And you're trying to fucking play dirty politics. That's the whole reason I don't want to fucking work in Florida anymore.
Right.
You're the exact fucking cause.
Yep.
You and people like you. You want to fucking say one thing to one person and then go behind somebody else's back and then fucking bullshit your way to a fucking promotion just to fucking get a big fucking ego on your fucking shoulders to say you're a fucking booker, trying to book fucking people when you know you damn well don't have the fucking authority on the books.
Yeah, but
and I'm past the whole, you know, I feel betrayed and heartbroken thing. I'm just downright pissed the fuck off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that was my morning. How was yours, motherfucker? I'm gonna sit back and breathe for a second.
Mine was just normal hell. Yours sounds like serious hell.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a second and breathe. Cover something.
Well, we can definitely talk about our new T-shirt giveaway.
I'll do that.
Yep. The Heel Shit Podcast has just crossed 1 million downloads. And to celebrate, we are releasing a limited edition 1 million download T-shirt. And we're doing a giveaway for said T-shirt. Describe the T-shirt for those of you listening on the podcast. On the front, you have the TFK masks with the HSP Heel Shit logo in the middle. On the right sleeve, you have TFK and the Roman numerals MM, which stand for 1,000,000. And on the back, you have the round Heel Shit logo, like you have seen so many times. How do you enter this contest? Well, you send an email to heelshitpodcast@gmail.com. The subject line, 1 million. The body of the email, just give us your shirt size and your shipping address. And you can enter through July 15th, 2024. We're going to pick 2 winners, and you're going to get the shirt free, the shipping free, everything, a brand new commemorative T-shirt to your house. No shipping paid, no taxes, no nothing. 100% free to you. For those listening on the podcast, the information on how to enter is in the description. And yeah, send your entries in. So hopefully I'll get that. My copy of that shirt soon.
Oh yes, I'll be ordering mine this week. But ladies and gentlemen, also don't forget the Streamlabs merch site now has retro Draven Grimes and retro Dark Chords merchandise for sale, available exclusively at streamlabs.com for a limited time only.
Absolutely. So I guess, you know, the thing about, I haven't been paying too much attention to WWE the past few weeks. I watched the highlights and shit. But the one thing that has really got me intrigued is the Wyatt 6. So okay. I want you to take us through what's happened with the Wyatt 6 up until now, and then I want to talk about how we feel it's gone and what we think the future needs to hold.
All right. So this really all kind of started with the Bray Wyatt documentary, with the teaser of Uncle Howdy at the end of it, which I'm still flabbergasted you've not watched it yet. It amazes me. Like I took off work to watch this documentary.
Yeah.
I know. I'm a huge Bray Wyatt fan. Can't you fucking tell?
Oh, me too. I just don't watch much TV.
Well, it's really worth watching.
Yeah.
To really understand the psychology of Bray's characters. If for nothing else for you. We did the documentary. We thought we was going to see something at WrestleMania. Obviously, we did not. And then little QR codes, little clues here and there, right? And then we started getting links to WWE.com videos, and it started putting on more hints and more hints and more hints and more hints. We thought we were going to see something at Clash at the Castle. Let me correct myself. The fans thought they were going to see something at Clash at the Castle. I knew that wasn't going to happen. That was an international pay-per-view.
Yeah. They
were going to save the Wyatt Six for domestic appearance because, let's face it, we don't know everybody's fucking visa status. And it still costs quite a bit of money to fucking fly people across the country.
Yep.
So the debut happened. Was it 3 weeks ago? I believe 3 weeks ago. And this was so beautifully done. Borderline perfect.
Yeah.
For the aura that they were trying to give. It started just that piano tone. That one key. Lights go out, fireflies are out. Bray's door is at the entranceway, right? Gets kicked open in typical Bray fashion. But there's a lantern sitting right there at the ramp. Who crawls out? Sister Abigail, which, spoilers, Nikki Cross. And then the bravest and should be the richest cameraman in WWE history.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm still trying to calm down a little bit. Went backstage. And for anybody who's ever worked in the business, the area right before you go out is typically called the gorilla position for a gorilla monsoon. And it's usually not a holy place, but it's a place where no bullshit happens. You know, it's always in order. It's where producers are there. If you're at an independent level, it's where the audio, the camera equipment, shit like that is. In WWE, it's basically the chapel before you go out. Nobody ever fucks with anything in Gorilla. Well, go back there. There are fucking bodies strewn everywhere. People fucking just dead.
Bodies. And
as this cameraman is probably shitting himself, he runs into a rabbit, which is Eric Rowan. He goes into Gorilla, which is destroyed. Sparks everywhere. Fog is on the ground. Lights are out. Lights are flickering. Blood's on the fucking walls. It looks like a horror film. You go by a crow. Yes, you go by a crow. Sam Shaw. Whatever fuck his WWE name is. It's fucking Sam Shaw to me. Keep going. Just a little bit more.
Wait, what is his WWE name?
Dexter something?
Dexter Loomis, yeah.
There
Dexter Loomis, sorry.
I only know it's Dexter because the Sam Shaw character from TNA was based off the TV show Dexter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Great fucking show. Worth a watch.
I love Dexter. Yeah.
Dude, it's coming back to Netflix.
No. New episodes?
I don't know if they have the last season they did. I think that was still a Showtime thing, but they have the original series coming back to Netflix. Still worth a rewatch.
Oh, hell yeah.
Surprise, motherfucker. You find a pig sitting to what we assumed was a dead Chad Gable.
A dead Chad fucking Gable.
I still say
Busted open head, blood.
I still say they're setting him up to be a new member.
You think?
It's either going to be that or it's going to be a Bryan Danielson situation where they're only bringing him in temporarily as like a sheep. As a follower, if you will.
All right. Well, we'll get to that when we talk about what's next. So.
Okay. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, go back and I believe it's like late 2014 where Brian Danielson, Daniel Bryanson, whatever you want to fucking call him, joined the Wyatt family for a few weeks. He was in a jumpsuit, blah, blah, blah. 8 Sister Abigails every fucking week. With fucking ketchup on.
Best turn probably of that decade. The coming back, changing back to a good guy in the cage match.
Nah, I'd say the year, at least the year.
Yeah, probably the year.
I'd still rival the Shield's babyface turn as of the decade, to me.
Okay.
That's neither here nor there.
I can get behind it, but go ahead.
Anyway, dead Chad Gable, presumed dead. Next to him is a nasty, ornery pig, and no, we're not talking about Knopf at this time. We're talking about one Joe Gacy, which I've been fucking preaching his fucking work for what seems like the beginning of fucking Heel Shit podcast, for getting a fucking a main roster debut. I'm so glad he finally got it. I wish it was with the Schism. I'm not gonna lie, I thought that group had something going for it, but you know, whatever. In my fantasy booking, they're still number one.
Sounds too much like Jism.
Shut the fuck up.
Don't forget the other prominent wrestler that was.
Oh no! They retconned that it wasn't Braun Strowman, even though it was Braun Strowman.
Wait,
yeah. They had Braun go on Twitter and be like, "Oh no, that wasn't me. I was already gone."
Motherfucker, nobody looks like you. You can't get a stunt double for Braun Strowman.
Okay. Officially, it's been retconned because we're going to the Netflix era. We can do that apparently. But it was fucking Braun.
It was definitely Braun.
Yeah. So we look past Chad and Joe Gacy, and in the hallway, we see Uncle Howdy. And just a slow, ominous walk. Minus, and I caught this, minus him almost tripping and falling over.
I did see that. Yep.
That dude, could you imagine?
Dude, I would have
fucking quit that day.
You gotta believe. Wait, see, this is you. I believe that everything behind the curtain was pre-recorded.
I don't think it was.
I don't know, man. How did they do that to the set and still have to do the show?
Dude, all they had to do was fucking get everything set up for while the main event's going and be like, all right, we're about to shoot this. Everybody play dead. Get the fog machines going. Get the lights ready. It's not that hard. I mean, they have fucking like 50 million fucking soldier ants in the back.
Oh, I know, man. But it just seemed like because what if something like that happened? What if he had tripped and fallen?
Well, this is old moniker. Nothing can go wrong if it's live. Just have him fall face first, turn around, do the crab walk all the way out. Fuck it. But no, he slowly walks and he slowly gathers his minions. And they come through the door, get to the lantern. Howdy I'm getting fucking chill bumps just thinking about it. Holy shit.
Yep.
Picks it up, looks at the camera and goes, "We're here." Blows out the fucking lantern, cuts to black. I still say they played it fucking wrong, and they should have acted like none of that shit fucking ever happened. The only person that fucking played it off was fucking Chad Gable and Pat McAfee.
So we're now obviously at the next week.
Actually, we're not even at the next week yet. We're still in the same week. Because if you remember, they were Pat McAfee was filming his podcast on a live stream, similar to how we're doing now. And at the end of the show, he was playing that he saw something off screen. Next thing you know, you hear the Bray Wyatt light shut off sound. and it cuts to fucking black.
Mm.
And then, well, obviously we know what happened Monday night. In case anybody doesn't know, thoughts and prayers go to Pat McAfee. His father-in-law actually passed away late Sunday night. So that was the legit reason why he wasn't on Raw last week or this week. He's taking some personal time to be with family. But in kayfabe, the Wyatt Sick got his ass. So now we move to the following week, last week.
Okay. Now, how did they...
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I'm sorry. You're going to get to it, didn't I?
Yeah. So during a match with Chad Gable, because, you know, he didn't fucking die, even though we saw his fucking cold, lifeless corpse.
Right.
I mean, this was basically Weekend at Bernie's Part 3, WWE edition.
Right.
Post-match with Chad Gable, lights go out. You hear the piano key.
All right, hold on. So did Chad Gable not even acknowledge it?
No, well, he had like the bandages and stuff on the side of his head. So he was like kind of selling a head injury.
Did they say anything about it?
I didn't listen to commentary. I didn't watch his fucking match.
All right, go ahead.
I didn't give a shit. I was trying to get to the good shit.
Yeah.
Lights start going out. Piano key. Fog. Chad rolls out of the ring. In the ring comes Sister Abigail, Nikki Cross, once again. Runs him off. Nikki turns around and looks at Michael Cole, who is, at this point, the only one at the commentator desk, because they had Miz do a guest spot before his tag team championship match, which he fucking lost. And Nikki handed him this very crudely wrapped, fucked up box. What's inside the box?
What's in the box?
I think Michael Cole said it best, and I'm just going to quote him. After he opens the box, he picks what's in the box up, and he says, This is a VHS tape for all you kids out there. This was before DVDs.
Right.
And like at that point, I was like, I'm fucking old. He's like, I don't know how we're gonna watch this. I'm gonna give this to Dustin over here. We're gonna get this to the truck and see if we can find a VHS player. And I was like, and I screamed at my screen, "You mean VCR?"
Yeah.
I know we go by fucking 3-letter gimmicks and shit in fucking wrestling, but a VCR is not that hard to remember, Michael Cole.
Mm-hmm.
You are a fucking video journalist. You son of a bitch. So somehow they dusted off a fucking VCR player. And they played this video at the end of Raw. And it's this interview. And this interview it's shot so well, dude.
It really was.
It was. The interview was between, I don't even think it was Bo Dallas. I legit think this was Taylor Rotunda, the person, and Uncle Howdy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, dude. Every time Taylor spoke in the first one, I didn't hear Taylor. I heard Bray.
Mm.
His mannerisms, his words. If Taylor went and studied the mannerisms of Bray Wyatt, he did a phenomenal fucking job.
Yeah.
And it was one of those Uncle Howdy's trying to poke at Taylor to get the real feelings and thoughts out of him. And don't ask me to fucking quote it. I didn't watch it that many times.
Yeah.
But the interview fucking ends abruptly. Raw goes off air. Nothing happens on SmackDown this week. We move to last night.
Okay.
Similar situation with Chad Gable.
Okay.
But it was during a promo between Jey Uso and Chad Gable, which Chad was out there calling out Jey for quote unquote stealing the Fireflies. Right? During this promo, they went to fisticuffs. Jey went to go hit a Uso splash, or excuse me, a dark cord splash. Rolled out, started talking shit. Same thing. Lights go out. Jey Uso was like a fucking robber in Brooklyn. He just fucking bolted. Nobody ever fucking saw him.
Right.
He's gone. You understand? He got his goods and went. And the same thing happened. Nikki showed up in the ring. At this time, Chad's kind of like backing towards the entrance of the Titantron. It's still called Titantron, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, we'll call it a Titantron for the sake of our sanity. The door opens, and there's another figure, and it was too outlandish for me to really figure out who it was. So he went over stage right. Same thing happened there. Eventually, he got chased all the way up to the fucking arena steps and went out one of the fucking public entrances. As this is happening, Nikki has another box, which I think is the same fucking box from last week.
Probably the same box, yes.
It looked like the same box. I'm not going to lie. I did not get a side-by-side comparison, but it's very, very, very close.
Yes.
What's in this box, you may ask?
What's in the box?
It is a VHS tape.
Oh, shit.
I think it's the same VHS tape.
Probably the same VHS.
With a different fucking header on it. And he handed it to Dustin again to run out there. And he's like, I hope you guys didn't throw that away from last week. Right?
Oh, y'all didn't get rid of that VCR, did you?
No, the VHS player.
The VHS player, sorry.
Couldn't
Yes.
even say VCR.
Yes.
That's the only thing that aggravates me right now. He didn't say VCR. He was a photojournalist.
VHS player.
Anyway, they get the tape to play again somehow, and it has fucking 4K quality on this tape.
Oh, jeez. It's a great videotape.
Right? Especially for the time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a continuation of this therapy session, this interview of sorts with Taylor and Howdy. And I noticed something in the background. Did you see it?
No.
They're in the Firefly Funhouse.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm. They're in the Funhouse having this conversation. So this is more or less, this is Taylor and Uncle Howdy in Taylor's fucking mind.
Mm-hmm.
And the conversation keeps progressing, and it gets darker and darker until the two become one, and they realize Taylor is Uncle Howdy. Cuts to black, and that's where we're at right now with the Wyatt 6.
Beautiful. Yeah, man, that's definitely the best thing going on in WWE right now. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Until Roman comes back, this bloodline shit can suck a dick. Because
it's close. It is fucking close. If nothing else from last week and Heyman getting fucking shield bombed through the table, it's very fucking close. If you don't see Roman at Money in the Bank, you're gonna see him the SmackDown afterwards. Fucking quote me on that shit.
You think?
I think, because it's gonna lead up to Solo versus Roman, because that's heavily on the table right now for SummerSlam. Per the I've been reading from Sean Ross Sapp.
And we know this is going to culminate, that story, we're supposed to be talking about the Y6, but the bloodline is going to culminate in War Games, obviously.
Yeah, so obviously it's going to be one of those where Roman is making the grand return, but he's probably not going to go over at SummerSlam, getting a fucking massive beatdown, and that's where the journey to reunite the Usos and get a 4th/5th member. Because at some point they're going to get that really tall dude.
It's going to be Sammy.
I have it boiled down. It's either going to be Sammy, it's going to be Cody, because the enemy of my enemy is my friend, or because Paul had his fucking hand got physical, they're going to fucking bring Brock back in. Again, it's one of those, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. We have a mutual friend here between Roman and Brock.
I think it's going to be Roman and the Usos, so that's 3.
That's 7.
Sammy will be the 4th, and if they have 5, it'll be Brock.
I think if there's a 5th, It's going to be Zilla Fatu,
Really?
because they're very close to signing him.
Hmm.
Per Booker T, on the last time he was on Busted Open, Zilla and WWE is very close to signing a deal. And if they sign it, it's pretty much guaranteed they're going to sign a deal before Survivor Series.
Okay.
And like I
So
told
why
you,
wouldn't he be the Bloodline's fifth?
simple. This goes back to 2002, 2003. If you remember, there was a tag team by the name of 3 Minute Warning.
Yeah.
Who were the members of 3 Minute Warning?
Jamal and Rosie.
Jamal and Rosie. Rosie, the older brother of Roman Reigns.
Mm-hmm.
Jamal, who later became Umaga, which is the father of Zilla.
Okay.
That's where that ties in. That's how I'm thinking that's going to go down if it's going to go 5-on-5. But typically, I can't remember the last times WWE had a War Games that was 5-on-5. It's always been 4-on-4.
I guess it has, yeah.
For WWE, I know WCW had 5-on-5 War Games. They also weren't as fucking choreographed. But let's get back to the Wyatt 6. We can talk about Bloodline shit later.
Yeah.
I'm loving everything about this. The only thing I would change just a little bit is they need to start letting the other 3 members have something to do. Whether it's a fucking backstage beatdown you don't fucking see, or if it's a fucking in-ring beatdown where somebody hits a fucking finish real quick and lights go out again. Just get them more involved. That way everyone's playing a prominent role and it doesn't feel like it's Nikki Cross, it's Taylor Rotunda, and then you got the other 3.
Right,
I mean?
yeah. They need to be independently almost, as important as the rest of them.
Exactly. That's the whole point of this group. It's kind of like how we've built TFK. No one member is more important than the other.
Mm.
No matter how people try to twist and turn that shit.
So, my question about Chad Gable, I guess. Excuse me.
Shave his head bald and let him get chanted, "You suck."
What up, Dopey? My question is, with them being so new, why would they have an initial storyline to add another member?
I don't think they're actually going to add another member. Like I said, it's probably going to become like a Brian Danielson, Daniel Bryanson kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
Where they're just trying to give him something to do to try to get him turned back. It'd be heel at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's no way you're going to boo anything that has to do with Wyatt at all. I don't think they'll ever be able to fucking turn that group heel. It's something for Chad to do since he's not doing the Alpha Academy shit. Honestly, if it was up to me, I would start the program with Joe Gacy and Chad Gable. I think them two could fucking really tear the fucking house down.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not something that's going to be fucking pay-per-view quality. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they need to find this next person already that they're going to work another feud with and start building that up so we can have something at SummerSlam more than just maybe an appearance with the lights going out.
Well, that goes back to my next question is, do you even see them wrestling? Because they don't have to. And how would you make that work? Because
this is a wrestling show, and at some point you're going to want to see them wrestle. You're going to want to see the people under these very convoluted masks. And I think it's going to kind of work how I've tried it in the past, where I've worn a mask, but I've also had like face paint or something that shows that transformation still.
Right.
They kind of showed it a little bit with Schism and Joe Gacy's group with like contacts of different colors and something just to make yourself appear different than what you are. Maybe they're working on, more comfortable style mask right now where they can still wear those masks, but they still have a mask under it.
Could be.
I mean, that's fucking uncomfortable as shit.
Yeah.
Trust me on that one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I do see them wrestling. I don't see Nikki wrestling unless Alexa comes back right now.
Okay, yeah.
That itself can turn into a whole fucking feud of the original Sister Abigail versus the new Sister Abigail. You know what I mean? Like Alexa comes back and says it's a fucking disgrace to his fucking memory or some shit like that, and Nikki Cross goes fucking ham on her. I see at some point Sam Shaw and Eric Rowan becoming some sort of a tag team unit.
Sure.
Since they're the two big guys, I could see them doing that and probably run roughshod on the tag team division, but really brief squash matches.
Mm-hmm.
No fucking bumping for them.
Right.
It's going to come to a point to where for Taylor, once he's really set into this Uncle Howdy persona, and obviously he's got to get a little ring time because ring rust gets us all.
Mm-hmm.
I could see him going for the world title. Now, granted, it's the third world title in fucking WWE, but it's still an accomplishment in and of itself.
What do you mean the third world title?
Listen, say what you will. At this point, the NXT title has more fucking relevance than the fucking World Heavyweight Championship.
You think?
Yes. Who's the first NXT champion?
The first NXT champion?
Mm-hmm.
I don't fucking know.
Seth Rollins.
Oh, Seth Rollins, yeah.
And that whole lineage up to current NXT champion Trick Williams has that whole fucking lineage. This world title does not have the same lineage as the original world title did. This is a whole new fucking title. So there's like, fuck this title.
Yeah,
told you.
It's like saying, but I mean, that's like, in that case, no belt is as prestigious as the NWA world belt. Like, if that's how you're gonna look at it,
I can look at it that way, and I do argue that point. I argue that for the IWGP. I argue that for the NWA. I argue that for the WWE Championship.
Okay.
But them just bringing in new titles, I don't see them as carrying on the lineage of the previously named title.
Yeah.
That's why I've always called it the third title, the BFG, the big thick ass gold belt.
Yeah, they made a big deal about saying that this doesn't carry the normal World Championships lineage. It's a brand new thing, which I think is retarded.
Yeah, which, that means you would have taken that from, at the time, the WWE Championship. Because the WWE Undisputed Championship was the merger of the WWE title and the World Heavyweight Championship.
Mm-hmm.
That it's all a clusterfuck, it really is. But going back to this, I see Taylor going for the world title. I see Sam Shaw and Eric Rowan going for the tag belts at some point.
See, the reason why I question whether they're going to wrestle is because it's not like the Wyatt family who were just wearing sheet masks. Like, that's a human activity.
Mm-hmm.
But like, when they're in these firefighter funhouse personas, like, are they just gonna be humans when they step in? Because they're not. And when they take those masks off, how are they gonna keep that mystical persona?
That's why I'm thinking they're probably going to have different masks made up for them to take those big bulky motherfuckers.
I hope so.
Or face paint or something of the effect. Mm-hmm. But I see them kind of running how Taker ran in his first year. He doesn't bump for just anybody. He doesn't sell fucking pain.
Yeah, absolutely.
Quick fucking squash matches. The only time they take a bump is whenever they're giving a move that involves a bump.
Yep.
That's it. That's how I see that happening. Quick, 30-second, 1 minute, maybe 2 minute top squash matches.
Yep.
After this aura fucking wears off a little bit, because at some point this aura is going to wear off, and you're going to want to see them fucking compete. Mm-hmm. There's no way around that. It's professional wrestling. It's just got to be done fucking right. And if they do it the way they did Taker in 90 to 91, if they do it the way Kane fucking came in fucking 97, no sold shit. If he got knocked the fuck down, and it had to be a fucking good reason why he got knocked down, immediately jumped back up, felt no pain, sold no shit.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be looking at some fucking monsters.
Yeah.
But I going back to your question about what happens when you take the mask off, I do sincerely feel, at least for the guys, because I've seen Nikki's mask. It looks like you could wrestle in that mask.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie. But for the guys, they're gonna have a secondary mask under those masks.
I hope so. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited for what could come. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Well, I think that just about does it for tonight. Just a quick.
Holy shit.
Just a quick programming note. We will not have a live show Thursday night. It's the 4th of July. We might be back with some chilling and shit on Friday, maybe. But if you're listening to the podcast, nothing's going to change, so don't worry about that. So, well, we thank you all for joining us.
I apologize about your ears bleeding from my ranting and raving. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been holding that in for fucking 12 hours, and it felt so good to get that shit off my chest.
Good.
Good shit.
Good shit. So, all right. Well, for Draven Grimes, I'm Dark Cores. This has been Heel Shit. Why do we call it that? Bad guys do heel shit. See you next time.